Yeah, this is Point Black. Coming in hard and off the car. Coming with the flow straight from the barrio. And coming with the heat from the motherfucking street. This is how we do. This is PBNN. Point Black. National News. The late edition. With the facts to crack their back. You know how we do. PBNNN. Point Black National News. The ghetto edition. As well as the late. Now, today, we see a lot of things going on out here where we starting to understand, how it's rocking. So, we're looking right now at, Attorney General, I guess Letitia James, making sure that, they pay up on the opioid situation. Good girl, the woman doing her thing, goddess. But the damage is done. They need to pay more than that. That's right, girl. Stay on them. Letitia James. Keep the heat on them. You know what I'm saying? Clean up your world, goddess. You know what I'm saying? It starts with you. It starts with you. So it's time for you, and you are doing, I think, a good job. You know what I'm saying? So far, so good. But I'm watching because I don't trust everyone. So understand that, my goddess, and handle your business right. I mean, no matter what side of the ticket you on, you should understand your position. That's a fact. Now, see, Como warns New York residents there will be another, and he should have said, in another, and another, and another. Yes, that's right. He should have said, and another, and another. You know what I mean? Because he's always coming up with bad news, if you ask me. Shouldn't he have said that? And if it's so badly that's going on now with Como, we see, it's really, he should have said that. Another and another and another and another. Sorry to have to say it that way. Yeah, he's so sure. You know what I mean? Isn't he? And if badly should it be a situation where we need to get rid of this man, because to me, Como is a Luciferian. Because he's a Luciferian Como, you know what I mean? Because he's doing, to me, have done straight garbage. I don't know if he ever really did any good, but he's done a lot of garbage. You know what I mean? Because he set it up. So, of course, it's going to be another and another and another. That's only common sense. When you have the receiving, now it's the receiving, what you call receiving payable. Yeah, they jump back up. Oh, yeah, you better get back up on in the battle, because, you know what I'm saying, you feeling that heat. You know what I mean? Now, it's because you set it up. In many will. Many have personally followed in the situation. So it's on them to understand themselves based on whatever the situation may be. You see. Whatever the situation may be. You see. And this we gotta understand in more ways than one. So of course he would know, you know, especially juicing them up. So the stakes are high. And he knows. He made sure of that by using restrictions even to produce, you know what I'm saying, evidence in the beginning. You see? Using restriction as a way of producing something in the beginning. You see what I'm saying? He even produced evidence in the beginning as well. All was played along with the ship coming up into the harbor. The hospital and the nursing homes scheme, if you ask me, as we see, he made sure of his part as governor of New York, the mighty and the one and only Como Romo Raza. Sure did. Now we see. Now we see. Now we see. Now he warns of another. You know what I'm saying? I guess coming from, what he was saying at one point, what it came from China. We're coming from this time, China or Europe, we don't really know. And he's saying, not really saying, if you ask me, they're trying to put it everywhere but loose. You know what I'm saying? I guess it comes from China, Europe, then to New York. You know what I mean? Como, you know what I'm saying? Real people don't believe that cracker bull. I hope you know that. Real people with common sense, good research, and understanding of the situation, we know what the scheme and what's all going on behind them walls and closed doors and all that. We don't give a shit. The regular people is not concerned with that. That's your bad. Why must it be with the people? Is what we ask. You see? Because he's born. Because I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I don't care who you bring over here and defects to this country, and you say you got this, and he defected over there, and you say you got, and all that nonsense, and the NSA all up in my backlog. I can see you back there, and all kinds of fruit bowl and all kinds of banana boat, fruit bowl clone is on my phone, hoping to get a nut. But this has nothing to do with all that garbage that you're on. I'm speaking for the regular people who ain't in that. So now the point of access is lost, of course. Because now the point of access could be anywhere. Let's be clear. Yeah. See? We have to start thinking more better than we do. As he was smiling, you know, going out on the boat, like he was going to check the ship. He was going to check the ship that came into the harbor. As we see. Yeah. But in his mind, you know what I'm saying, he was riding out to meet the Crusader ship. of full invasion. Smiling all the way to the bank. Him and his brother, if you ask me, Andrew, the slick trickster. Andrew himself, the slick trickster. You know what I mean? He handled the media invasion. Ooh. And over there in England, I guess Boris Johnson, he handled the invasion over there. And everywhere, you know what I'm saying? With Bill Gates riding the goat. Coming on up the line. Then you had Nancy Baloney, Steve Malone, and Laura Corbin. All of these people, Como, Laura Corbin, Steve Malone, Andrew, Biden, come on, all of them. It's time for them to go. Because this to me is no more than just another insurance policy game that they played. You see? Because right now we have them, it seems to me, it don't sound right. You know, they're really playing their sales beautifully as we see. You know, because now we see that the Democrats, the Democrats fear that Kamala Harris can't beat the grand old party. You know what I'm saying? The grand old partier. You know? In the 2020 or the 2024, including Trump. She won't be able to beat them in no election. Now, my question is this, like, you know, when did they ever think that she was good enough to beat those candidates? I don't know. Kamala? It ain't got nothing to do with you being a woman, a color, whatever you want to call it. You don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? The Democrats are increasingly fearful that Vice President Kamala Harris, you know, missteps will open doors for the Republican to regain the White House. Now, what's wrong with the Republicans in the White House is what I'm trying to figure out. The Democrats mean for some reason, and I'm trying to figure this out, that they should always be running the White House. And whenever a Republican takes the House, they got to go in the skin. Oh my God, you know, they're going to find out we are pedophilia. Oh, my, the pizza, yeah. And all kind of garbage that you're involved with. So what's your fear of the Republicans winning the House? It should be a fair race, shouldn't it? Why is it a one-sided 40 years and 50 years of your rule? Something ain't right here with that. To where you jump in the gun so quickly as to say that you are fearful. Hear me clear. That Vice President Kamala Harris will misstep and open the door for the Republicans. I wanted the Republicans would have said that about you. We shall see here. So we see here. So it doesn't make, and then you're looking at the same situation where we see the Democrats, including, you know, senior White House officials, fear that Harris will lose to any Republican she faces. So the Democrats mean that they're going to stay in that White House and they ain't coming up out of there. They dig ground groove up in there. Because Trump only had, 4 years? You've been ruling the House for 47 years? And now you talking this garbage because you scared that she ain't powerful enough. So what's wrong with her losing the race? Let's get that clear, mother. You know, who are you to be up in our government and not allowing any other party to take the House? Where the hell that come in at? It's a fair race. You win, you win, you lose, you lose. Now when it comes to you guys, you gotta cheat, cause riots in the street, bringing all kind of dumb black ass matter lies and skew and all that stuff. let's be clear here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That includes Donald J. Trump. She would never beat Trump. You know, if Biden does not seek re-election in 2024, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, you know, 56 years old, we see Harris is more than decades Biden Jr. and she has more than 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? She's more than 2 decades and has been considered, you know, the heir apparent to the 46th president since he selected her to be his running mate. Okay. You know what I'm saying? While Harris has been the presumptive nominee, if Biden becomes the first president since Lyndon B. Johnson to not seek a second term, that a series of bundles, because of a series of bundles, have left officials and operatives concerned. So we see. So we see. So we see. Shaky in them boots, are we? As well. As well. You know, all connecting one to another, moving, you know, so fast, if you ask me. When it came to a lot of things that went on, moving so fast that the common people of New York did not have time to think clearly. You know what I mean? Seems the same. It seems the same around the globe. As we saw. So now, Como riding the train, sealing the deal. As I was saying, they didn't have time to think clearly. You know what I'm saying? It seems the same around the globe. So now Como's riding that train, like I said. He's riding that train and seal the deal in the Luciferian groove. True deep state, if you ask me. In full bloom. Ain't he a stinker? What a winner. He's a stinker. Just like the weasel himself, Fauci. The weasel, as we see. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. A lot of things that's grooving the way they're grooving, and we cannot see no, you know, overstanding, proving, none of that. Everything was a rush job right down the line. You know what I'm saying? And when somebody says something about it, you were supposed to halt the election and take care of that situation, same as a basketball game. You know what I'm saying? So if they have to go down, they have to stop the game and make sure to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You know? And that's straight up facts. So I don't understand why it is that everything was such a rush job, you know what I'm saying, based on anything at all. You know? Anything at all. But we see. You know what I'm saying? You know? You know, we have a lot of clowns that's on the table right now that's doing a lot of clown stuff. And, you know, the people sitting there not really paying attention to it, you know. It's very crazy. You know, even when you look at the New York Board of Elections apologizing Tuesday night after learning that 135,000, you know, test ballots were counted along with real ballots, cutting Brooklyn's borough president Eric Adams lead, in the city first election using a ranked choice vote system. All right. We're seeing a lot of little games that they playing out there. And all kinds of fools are running across the ball top. You see what I'm saying? So we have to look at this situation for what it is and start paying more close attention. Even when it comes to different situations based on even the Supreme Court. Even the Supreme Court. So we're going to stop right here, and I'm coming in with part 2. Stay tuned, stay with me, and we will be right back. This is BBN Point Black National News, the Ghetto and Late Edition. 1.